Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. We're here together reading God's Word. Like, what better way to spend your morning? Even if it's just for a few minutes. Like, I know myself, even doing these videos and filming these videos, I film multiple videos at a time, which you can tell I wear the same outfit. I could switch out outfits, but that doesn't happen. So I read this and it encourages me for my day. Like, just reading these things and getting them inside of me, it's like, okay, that really motivates me. It really keeps me going. And then tomorrow, even though I'm not, like maybe on Saturday, my real Saturday, I'm not doing this one specifically. I'm doing something different in my life. And just being able to read things, it's like whatever it is. It's like I do this so that I can encourage you on your walk with the Lord and with you in your life. A lot of people say, well, what more can I do than just read my Bible? What can I do? I can hear encouraging things. Yes, right here. Maybe it'll pull somebody in from my channel here, and then, like I say, look at this is what God will do for you. And then they might get excited about a verse, and then I say there's another channel. It's called a Daily Bible Chapter. We read God's Word Monday through Friday, and it gets you a little bit more. It's like for those that desire more and crave more and see the results in their life, because once you get in this and you start living it and learning it, it'll just like change you. It'll change you where you'll just want to know more and more and more about God. So I have that other channel that's linked below. Just reading God's Word over there. Don't do anything else but read God's Word Monday through Friday. It's just getting more and more of His Word inside of us. So this is Proverbs 14. We are reading the contrast of the upright and the wicked. This is a good thing to encourage you and to be able to go, okay, I need to do this, or I don't need to do this, or if I do this, this is what's going to happen. So good words. It says, the wise woman, she builds her house on a foundation of godly precepts, and her household thrives. But the foolish one who lacks spiritual insight tears it down with her own hands by ignoring godly principles. He who walks in uprightness reverently fears the Lord and obeys and worships Him with profound respect. But he who is devious in his ways despises Him. In the mouth of the arrogant fool who rejects God is a rod for his back. But the lips of the wise, when they speak with godly wisdom, will protect them. You don't want to be devious in your ways. You don't want to do things around. It talks about a godly woman building your house on a foundation of godly precepts, and your household's going to thrive. You might have strife going in your household. Maybe you don't have a great relationship. You might have things going on around. But if you have to do your thing. And if that doesn't mean like you have to go against, you don't have to be anything angry, but you have to build your life on godly precepts, and in turn teach your kids to live on those ways. They might not, they might just disobey, they might go against it, but the more consistently you are, your house is going to thrive because of that. You don't want to be devious, you don't want to be arrogant, you want to be wise with your words. Always ask God, especially when you're in an argument with somebody. Stop and go, should I say anything? Just be quiet. Sometimes it's better just to be silent. And it says, where there is no oxen, the manger is clean, but much revenue because of good crops comes by the strength of the ox. So that's interesting, right? Where there is no oxen, the manger is clean. If you have nothing, no animals to clean out, there's going to be no poop, there's going to be nothing inside there, but you're going to get much revenue because of good crops. Comes by the strength of the ox, because by using it. So sometimes you have to get in there and get something. Sometimes it messes up that manger, and you have to sweep it, and you have to clean it, you have to do things that maybe you don't want to do, but that work and that diligence is going to produce good things in your life. And it says, a faithful and trustworthy witness will not lie, but a false witness speaks lies. A scoffer seeks wisdom and finds none, for his ears are closed to wisdom, but knowledge is easier for one who understands, because he is willing to learn. Leave the presence of a short-sighted fool, for you will not find knowledge or hear godly wisdom from his lips. The wisdom of the sensible is to understand his way, but the foolishness of short-sighted fools is deceit. Fools mock sin, but sin mocks the fool. But among the upright there is good will and the favor and blessing of God. The heart knows its own bitterness, and no stranger shares its joy. You ever see people mocking sin? Fools mock it. See it all over our TV, right? You want to have the blessing and the goodwill of the Lord. It says, the heart shows its own bitterness, and no stranger shares its joy. The house of the wicked will be overthrown, but the tent of the upright will thrive. So isn't that interesting? There's a house for the wicked, but a tent will thrive. You don't necessarily have to have a humongous mansion, humongous this to thrive in life. Sometimes it is a smaller home, it's a smaller thing like that. But it's all about the righteous one. There is a way which seems right to a man and appears straight before him, but its end is the way of death. Remember that. It might seem and appear to be good, but it's just going to end in destruction. Even in laughter, the heart may be in pain. Do you know people that laugh through their pain? Yeah, that happens. And the end of joy may be grief. The backslider in heart will have his fill with his own rotten ways, but a good man will be satisfied with his ways. The godly thought and action which his heart pursues and in which he delights. The naive or inexperienced person is easily misled and believes every word he hears. You don't want to be that way. But the prudent man is discreet and astute and considers well where he is going. A wise man suspects danger and cautiously avoids evil. But the fool is arrogant and careless. And a quick-tempered man acts foolishly and without self-control. And a man of wicked schemes is hated. The naive are unsophisticated and easy to exploit and inherit foolishness. But the sensible are thoughtful and far-sighted and are crowned with knowledge. The evil will bow down before the good, and the wicked will bow down at the gates of the righteous. The poor man is hated even by his neighbor, but those who love the rich are many. Isn't everybody that if you have money, think, oh, that's so great. You look at celebrities, you look at people that live this rich lifestyle, and you're like, oh, they're so wonderful, but that's not even true, right? He who despises his neighbor sins against God and his fellow man. You shouldn't despise your neighbor, not even your neighbor, your fellow man. But happy, blessed, and favored by God is he who is gracious and merciful to the poor. Do they not go astray for who devise evil and wander from the way of righteousness? But kindness and truth will be to those who devise good. In all labor there is profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. I've been around places where people just like to talk and talk and talk and never actually do anything to solve the problem. Labor is the only way you're going to get it done. Talking about things, wasting time doing it, it's going to lead to poverty. The crown of the wise is their wealth of wisdom, but the foolishness of closed-minded fools is nothing but folly. A truthful witness saves lives, but he who speaks lies is treacherous. In the reverent fear of the Lord there is strong confidence, and his children will always have a place of refuge. If you got a reverent fear of the Lord, and that's your strong confidence, you will always have a place of refuge. God is never going to leave you in a place where you're ever going to be alone. The reverent fear of the Lord that leads to obedience and worship is a fountain of life, so that one may avoid the snares of death. In a multitude of people is a king's glory, but in a lack of people is a pretentious prince's ruin. He who is slow to anger has great understanding and profits from his self-control. Having self-control and not having anger and being slow to your anger, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But he who is quick-tempered exposes and exalts his foolishness for all to see. A calm and peaceful and tranquil heart is life and health to the body. But passion and envy are like rottenness to the bones. People will say that I've got passion. I'm just going to do these things. I'm going to do these things. And they envy and they're envious of other people and their ways. But if you've got a calm and peaceful and tranquil heart, it's going to bring life to you. It's going to bring health to your bones. The other way, it's going to be rottenness. It's going to just eat away at you because you feel like you're constantly looking and constantly desiring and constantly wanting, having that passion towards these things and feeling those things and all that. And it's going to eat away at you. But if you just have calm and peacefulness, that's going to bring health to your body. He who oppresses the poor taunts and insults his maker, but he who is kind and merciful and gracious to the needy honors him. The wicked is overthrown through his wrongdoing, but the righteous has hope and confidence in a refuge with God, even in death. Wisdom rests silently in the heart of one who has understanding, but what is the heart of short-sighted fools is made known. Righteousness, moral and spiritual integrity, and virtuous character exalts a nation, but sin is a disgrace to any people. The king's favor and goodwill are toward a servant who acts wisely and discreetly, but his anger and wrath are toward him who acts shamefully. Good words. It's so easy to read through these and just like go through them real quick and not even get anything out of them. I get that. Done that many times where you're like, okay, sounds good, sounds great, but taking it and reading each one and thinking about the words about being slow to anger. Why is that important? Why is it important to not be envious of things and have that passion and feel like you need to do these things, where instead of having the peaceful calmness, God will tell you why those things are important here. So just reading his word, taking the time to listen, to hear, get a Bible and read, let your eyes rest on it. That's always a good thing. It gets more and more inside of you. So, all right, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow if you'd like to hear the series on grief and loss. And if not, I will see you again on Monday for another video. All right, see ya. Bye.